All right. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joey Work from Rumcure Bets. I'm back another week, another fighter. This week we got UFC middleweight special guest Impa Kasanganay. Please don't get mad at me if I butcher the last name. People butcher my last name all my life. So what's up, Impa?
How are you? Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, man. So first off, congratulations on your impressive victory last week over Maki Pitolo.
Thank you so much,
Everybody
man.
from Rumcure Bets is very happy for you, and we were all rooting for you.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support.
Absolutely. So, first question: you've been a pretty busy fighter this last month, fighting on the Contender Series on August 11th, and obviously immediately fighting on August 28th in the UFC. Is there a time you're targeting to return to the octagon? I did see you mention Martin Vittori on social media. Is that somebody you're pushing for to fight?
Really pushing for him. I wouldn't say that. I want to fight anybody who's willing to fight. I like to fight next week, whatever, when the light heavyweights drop out, or maybe September 19th. Watching Chimaev, watching Misharet, because I understand probably one of their fights could possibly drop or whatever. So ready to go regardless. Really, I love to fight every weekend, maybe twice a month if that's possible. I know that you have to wait your turn and things like that, but I mean, I love to stay active, keep refining, train today, light day. Going to do one more session after this interview, so definitely ready to go. Body's healthy, unscathed. Like hands are healthy, body's healthy. So grateful. The UFC's medical team is awesome. So like anything I would ever need, they're there for me. Uh, Marvin, I like the way he fights. I want to fight guys who are good fighters, guys who are great fighters, guys who are excellent fighters. So it's like gotta keep working my way up, man. But it's a blessing to be here and ready to get after it. Hopefully soon.
Sweet. So, I mean, this all happened really fast for you. I know you turned pro in 2019, then in 2020 you got the call from Dana to be on the Contender Series. Tell me a little bit about the process of all this happening so quickly in these last 2 years and what this really meant to you.
I guess to me, I guess it's relative because like for me, it didn't feel quick. I understand it. When I think about it, some guys been training 10, 15 years, so relatively speaking, for sure. I think I count it as a blessing. Not everybody gets this opportunity, so it's something I might definitely honor because I know for some people out there who've been fighting for 15 years, literally, and they haven't been a contender series or even been near the UFC or even had to talk about that yet. So, and they're still doing it. So, I guess the best way to honor them is to stay active and say, like, man, keep doing it because I don't take this opportunity for granted. Uh, the process of it. So last year, fought the contender series the first time. I was grateful. Didn't get the contract, but we got the victory. So I was happy that we got the victory. I always call it two checks for Sunday. And then this year, my fight was actually, funny thing was, my fight was scheduled for September 1st originally. But the UFC called and said, hey, you ready? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. August 11th, can you fight? I'm like, yes, please. So I was really happy to get that victory on August 11th. Then to turn around and get the fight that was actually offered August 22nd, then to fight August 29th was another blessing. And to fight two fights before I was even supposed to fight on September 1st or scheduled to fight, maybe not supposed to, but scheduled to fight, I thank God for that. And man, I'm living in a prayer. Really, I'm living in a dream, living in a blessing, and want to keep it going. So those guys, Mick Maynard and them, the second time to get a contender series, I found Mick Maynard at a hotel when my teammate Scott Holtzman fought at UFC Albuquerque when he fought Jim Miller, and I was able to slide a note under his door and act like I knew act like we were friends. But I was like trying to tell the concierge, hey, we're friends. Can you show me your friend's room? And just slid the note under the door. And I was blessed to get the offer to fight the contender series. A few fights fell through, so it was being patient, staying active, staying ready. But I had so many teammates getting ready too, so it's like that really, really helped me. And I got to see different looks, different styles, and really modify myself to where we are now. And blessed to be the UFC.
Awesome, man. Thanks for sharing that. I really appreciate it, and I love the attitude.
Thank you.
So if it's all right with you, we'll just run through your thoughts on the main card for tomorrow's UFC Fight Night event.
Perfect.
All right, so the first fight on the card is Thiago Moses versus Jalen Turner. An exciting fight here between two young UFC prospects.
Mm-hmm.
Both these guys are Dana White Contender Series graduates, with Moses getting a tough draw his first time out versus Beneil Dariush. He did come back and is 2-2 in the UFC with his most recent victory over UFC vet Michael Johnson. Basically, he was getting pieced up in the first round, and then in the second round, he immediately got it to the ground and got a submission. For Turner, he's 2-2 in the UFC with another impressive victory over previously undefeated Joshua Kaluba. I wonder how these two styles clash, as Turner seems to be the better boxer and will look to stand and bang. And I know after the last fight, definitely Moses will probably look to get it to the ground and go for a submission victory. How do you see this one going?
Man, I think Jalen Turner's a good fighter, man. He's fun to watch. I think he's with Iridium, so I think spoke with his manager before. Moses, I don't really seen him fight before, but I know he beat Michael Johnson. If he beat Michael Johnson's a tough fighter.
Hmm.
Always comes to bring it. I like the fight because they're both doing well. They're both having their success. They're both making their way up. I'd like to see if the guy's getting pieced up and turning can crack him at the end of his range and keep it there. Maybe he gets it. And I'm gonna probably call him because I know a little bit more about him. But man, when you have that heart to keep fighting after a guy like Michael Johnson gets after you, I wouldn't count him Moses out either. But for me, I think I'm gonna pick Turner. What about you?
Yeah, I'm on the same side. I'm definitely, and I know Turner is a dog here, so I'm gonna probably look to back Turner for sure.
Nice, nice.
So we're on the same page there.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. So the next one is Brian Kelleher versus late replacement for Ricky Simone, Kevin Natividad. So Kelleher has been very active this quarantine. This is his third fight in 4 months. He has a 5-4 record in the UFC. He's looking to get him back on track after a unanimous decision last time out versus our guest last week on the show, Cody Stamen. This will be Kevin's first UFC fight. As he gets a main card here. He has 10 professional fights, a record of 9-1 overall. He comes in UFC from a respected professional organization, which you also fought in the LFA. He has 5 consecutive wins, 3 by KO. This seems to be a stand-up and bang type of fight between both of these guys. Could easily be fight of the night. What do you think about this one?
Man, let's give it Navidad. Let's go call Navidad. I think that he's a good fighter, man, coming up. And a lot of those guys transitioning from LFA have been doing pretty well. So I think it'll be good. I know he's hungry to get in there. And, with the other guy being active and 5-4, maybe, Navidad, it's his time now. So I'm calling him.
Yeah. All right. We're on the same side on both the first 2 fights.
All right.
All right. So the next one is Michael Pereira versus Zelim Madevov. So Michael's 1-2 in the UFC. He did have an impressive flying knee victory in his first fight versus Danny Roberts. He did stumble his last 2 times out with a loss to Tristan Connolly. And then essentially last time versus Diego Sanchez, he was winning the whole fight, and he got an illegal knee, which calculated as a loss. Zelim enters the match with an 8-2 record, all 8 wins coming by finish. His last 2 and only losses were in the UFC. He lost to Max Griffin and Danny Roberts. He's also off almost a year layoff coming to this matchup. What do you think about this one?
I think Pereira gets it. I was wondering about Zalim. I wasn't too sure of his record or what. I saw like the face off, but I think you have to weaponize your discipline. Not saying that Pereira is a little bit more disciplined at all. He flies around, but I think he can catch somebody, and he's quite intriguing to watch. Zalim, if he's disciplined, and I think he stays in structure and he uses proper tools. I've never really seen him fight, but if he could do that, I think he beats Pereira. But the way Pereira is, he's so flashy, and you got to weaponize your discipline. You have to be in there and see the shots. And I think Pereira gets him. I think Pereira gets him for sure.
I'm indecisive on that one, so I'm not going to pick a side yet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the co-main, we got this fight was scheduled 2 weeks ago and is back after one of them tested for corona. UFC vet, always dangerous OSP. This will be his second heavyweight fight after losing a split decision to Big Ben Rothwell in May. He's 2-4 in his last 6 and will have a 3-inch height advantage to go with a 4-inch reach advantage here. Menafield is an impressive boxer, comes off a decision loss to Devin Clark in June, in which he basically gassed after the first round. Before that, he was undefeated in his professional career, 9 wins, all by finish, and 7 in the first round. This is a fight that would be very surprised if it went to the judges. What do you think about tomorrow's co-main?
OSP. I think he does pretty well. He can red line somebody, break him down, and if the fight gets to the ground, he's always getting that. What they call the Elvin St. Prucho now, but it was the Von Flue for a while, right? So he wants to come back and fight, and who knows, man. That time of coronavirus when he had it, who knows how sick he really felt or what was going on. I think you should calculate that. We should calculate that too, because maybe he's over here like, man, people are dying from this, and he gets the opportunity to fight again. I want to see where his heart is. He's a warrior, man. He's a Haitian guy. He's a great athlete, so I think he'll definitely heal well. I want to see how he does in this fight. So I'm calling OSP.
Sweet, yeah. I'm an OSP fan. I've always been.
Yeah.
Really all right, nice, so yeah, that's good to hear as well. I know one of my buddies did. My buddy Corey Anderson fought him a while back, and he has nothing but good things to say about him as well. So
Corey's awesome, man. You know Corey?
Yeah,
Corey.
I'm actually very close friends with Corey.
Really?
I talk to him all the time. Yeah.
I love Corey, man. He's a really good guy. Super encouraging. I actually saw him. What did I say? Something last time, not Vegas. I was somewhere for a fight. Which fight was it? I don't remember now. Oh, it was Albuquerque when he fought in Albuquerque. And he's just super, super encouraging. So it's good to
Yeah,
see him. I'm happy
yeah.
he's
I'll
doing
tell him.
well.
I'll tell him you said hello.
Please do, please do. Much respect to him.
All right. So on to the main event. We got Alistair Overeem versus Augusto Sakai. Reem, who will no doubt enter the UFC Hall of Fame when he retires. Basically enters his fight on a 4-fight win streak. I know it's officially 3-1, but he did dominate Rosenstruck the entire fight until with 4 seconds left, Rosenstruck clipped him and he got KO'd. I personally
Goodness.
really can't hold that against him. I've been very, very impressed of what I've seen from him lately, and think he has enough to get back in title contention. As for Sakai, he has an impressive 15-1-1 professional record. He's beat everyone the UFC had put in front of him, including Chase Sherman, Andrei Arlovski, Marcin Tybura, and Blagov Ivanov. His only pro loss was to Czech Congo, who isn't a slouch either. Out of his 15 wins, 11 came by KO. He'll be trying to pressure Reem here and close the distance. I think this one, I'm pretty sure this one's 5 rounds. I'm not sure if this will get to the judges either.
What's
I'm
his name?
definitely excited for it.
And his name, as you said?
So, it's Overeem versus Augusto Sakai.
I'm calling Sakai. I think
Yeah.
Sakai might get him. I mean, Overeem's awesome, and he has a great pedigree. I just think this guy right here sounds like he's been getting after doing the right things, and his one loss was to Czech Congo, and obviously he's not a slouch, and who knows where he was at the time, and I think he's turned around, obviously. So let's I'm calling him.
All right, we might disagree on that one, but that's
Okay.
why we have this. All right, well, I want to say first off, thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it. Is there anything you'd like to plug, or can you let our followers know where they can find you on social media?
Man, thank you so much, man. I just want to thank God. It's a blessing to be in the UFC, getting to what I love. I want to thank you guys for having me on here. I appreciate you, Joey, man, and thank you for reaching out. Thanks again for your patience. My phone, I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing everything and good due diligence and spend time with my family too. I love the opportunity to be able to talk. You know, it's a blessing. And I want to thank my family, my tribe at Jimmo, all my training partners, man. I appreciate Maki, man. He's a great guy, really good guy. So I wish him the best in his next fight. You know, shout out to guys at first round, Lou, Malky, and Abe. They're all awesome. And man, thank you to Dana White and the UFC. Their whole staff is cool. So like I'm just ready to get back in there and, you know, to get after it. So thank you to everybody, man. Thank you.
Awesome, dude. Well, thanks again. We'll definitely be rooting for you in the future, that's for sure. And that's it for us today.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it, Impa.
Appreciate it. God bless.
You too, man. Hey, guys, another great week. Thanks again to Impa, man. Wow, that was awesome. You know, no connection issues. How about that? I knocked on wood multiple times today. And what a great interview. Great guy, too. Definitely going to be rooting for him in the future. For all the subscribers, we have a special live betting show right after the conclusion of this show. The link will be posted in the Discord, so make sure to pop in there. Let's make some money tonight. Also, don't forget to catch us live tomorrow night for UFC Fight Night. Overeem Sakai, live betting the whole night. If you're not following us on Twitter, I'm not really sure what you're doing. Subscribe to the Run Your Bets YouTube channel as well. Make sure to hit the like button because, man, this was another great week, another great interview. We keep banging these out. You know, the more likes we get, you never know who the next guest is going to be. All right, but that about wraps it up. Good luck to everybody on your bets this weekend. Enjoy the fights. I hope to see you in the show right after this because I'm going to be joining them and I'm going to be live betting probably some MLB. We're going to make some money. Joey Work. Peace out, baby.